everyone, it's Janette here from Kay's Flower School, and today we're just on about the silver Sussex because it is quite a popular foliage. It's one we use quite a lot here at the school, and often when I'm doing a demonstration on the Friday lives at 11 o'clock, you probably see me kind of, because I have a lot of it pre-prepared, so I'm picking up pieces that size. And a lot of you are asking me, what does it look like in a bunch? So I have it here as a bunch. Now, obviously we use quite a lot of it here at the school, so we buy all our foliage in commercially from foliage farms, where we have to buy like minimum quantities and minimum number of bunches. But listen, this is something that's really easy to grow. Deirdre has it growing in her own garden. Now, we haven't been able to really cut lots off it. This summer we got a little bit off it. Next summer I'm planning on selling it next year. Next summer we'll be flying with it, we will. But we bought it from a garden centre. So if there is any garden centres watching and you're selling the silver Sussex plants, maybe put the link up for your garden centre, contact details, email, phone number, etc. and then people could contact you. Or again, anybody that's watching, if you do know a garden centre beside you that you know has a silver Sussex for sale, please tag them, put the @ sign and then write the name of the garden centre or copy their link and post it in the comments below. I'd really, really appreciate it. If you go over to our website, flowerschoolisland.com, and click on the blog button, B-L-O-G, I do have like top tips for growing silver Sussex at home. So that'll kind of give you a few tips on the type of soil, the type of area, where you should cut it and so on. I'm going to leave all that to the horticulturist expert, which is not really something I would be very well up on. As I said, I take the lazy way out of it and I buy it in myself. So when you cut it from your tree, or if you buy it in, the best thing to do, I've just cut the elastic bands off of there, is clean the ends of the stems. Now you will find it's kind of tough to kind of pull off, but clean off your stems there that's going to be underneath the water line. Because what will happen is any leaves there that's on the end of the stem, that's down below the water, that's going to make the water go smelly. Basically, bacteria starts to grow, the water goes smelly, and sure what happens is your greenery is drinking dirty, smelly, full of bacteria water, and it's not going to last as long. So with foliage, I would change the water a lot more than I would with flowers. With flowers we say 5 to 7 days. With foliage I say 4 to 5 days. In other words, more often than less. Bleach the buckets. Again, foliage loves like taint of bleach in the water. I would put flower food into the water. Now normally you're thinking of the flower food and getting the blooms open, etc. But flower food also stops bacteria growing. So I would put flower food into the water that my foliage is going to drink. Cut like, half an inch or so off the ends on a 45-degree angle. Clean off any of the little side shoots and place that down in water. But store it outside. Don't store it in your shop. Like put it in the backyard of your shop. Or even in your house. Don't store it in your kitchen. Obviously if it's in a display that's different. But if you're buying in the foliage and maybe for an occasion like a wedding, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Mother's Day, birthdays, occasions, etc. and you're buying it in and you want to store it, put the bucket of water outside, front garden, back garden, even the balcony on an apartment block, whatever you want. Keep it outside, change the water every 4 to 5 days, add a sachet of flower food, make sure there's no leaves floating in the water, bleach the bucket each time that you change the water, and I'm guaranteeing that this foliage will last at least 3 to 4 weeks. And what you'll find after about 4 weeks, it actually starts to dry out. So silver Sussex doesn't die as such, as in, kind of goes over. It dries out. And to be honest, you could still use it in your door wreaths. You could make your frames. Do you ever watch me making the frames with the Q press branches? There's nothing to stop you. If you have like lots of silver Sussex left over that has dried out, use that for making your frames so that you can then make your door wreaths, whether it be spring, summer, autumn, winter or Christmas time. So listen, best of luck. Go over to the blog button on the website, and again, any questions or any tips, comment below. Have a great day.